Melanin wind down.
Hey y'all, it's Malibu. It's your girl Jay.
This is Andrea the Creative.
And this is your girl ZZ.
Welcome to Melanin Wind Down.
Okay, so today guys, we touched a little bit about it in our first episode, but today we're going to talk a little bit about life ruiners.
Wait, what is a life ruiner?
Okay, well I got the perfect example. So a couple of weeks ago, there was a story on a blog site. And the story was about a young woman. Her name is Regina.
Thank you for those names.
Okay, some people might know, some people might not know her, but her name is Regina. And she is dating a rapper, YFN Lucci. So, in the blog site, they were talking about a situation where she and her boyfriend were detained by the police, allegedly. We don't know why they were detained. We don't think they were arrested. We just know that allegedly they were detained by the police. So long story short, in the comments there was a lot of people, there was a general consensus that pretty much this young lady, she's 19, has never been in trouble her whole life. At least we've never heard of her being in trouble. You know, she's doing well in school, is in college. Then all of a sudden she starts dating this rapper. And all of a sudden she has these issues with the police. Like I said, we don't know the issues, but all of a sudden out of nowhere, now you're getting detained by the police. So what that has me thinking of is, this man about to ruin her life.
You might be dealing with a life ruiner.
Yes. Because if you were chilling and everything was good, you're doing well in school, you're not getting in no trouble, and all of a sudden you end up with this guy and now you got legal issues.
That's a life ruiner.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. Yes. So that is a perfect example of what we call a life ruining relationship. Now, what exactly is a life ruiner? Andrea, be creative.
Okay, so my take on a life ruiner. They're not necessarily a bad person. I mean, they have these grand ideas. They are very good at the gift of gab. They can convince you that these wonderful, splendiferous dreams that they have are just going to come true tomorrow. If you can only invest your last $5 in this $6 dream, they gonna make it happen.
Oh man, not the $6.
And then they have this way of convincing you that if you don't invest your last $5 that you was about to spend on that chicken wing on their dream, then you must not love them and you must not want to be successful and rich.
Can I interject on that 1 second? Because one of the main things that gets me about life ruiners, right, is that you can have a plan for your money or your life or whatever, and some way they convince you that their plan is better than you buying that chicken wing, knowing your behind was hungry. You ain't ate
That's
all
not an
day.
investment.
Yes.
You feeding your belly, you're not feeding your future. That's a life ruiner.
But I feel like a life ruiner is just not about the money. It can be other stuff. Like, trying to go to work. Somehow your car's missing.
Tell sign of a life ruiner.
You find out that,
Yes.
the life ruiner has your car and you gotta be at work in 5 minutes.
Yes. Wait, then what happens? You call this life ruiner and you say, excuse me, life ruiner, we'll call it. You said you were going to be back 20 hours ago.
Thank you. The whole 20 hours, literally, not figuratively. We're not using figurative terms.
Here's the one fact. He's like, I'm around the corner.
3 days later.
I'm only a few miles away.
Which corner, sir? Which corner?
So why are you not here?
No, the one that kills me is I'm at work.
Are you, sir?
But you can't. You've been gone for 5 days. You come home with $75. 5 days, $75. You made $15 a day? What job you at?
That's I know.
How much you make an hour?
24 hours you were gone in that day. Working that entire time. This math. I'm not great at this math is Questionable.
I know I'm not good at math, but something isn't.
It's not adding up.
No.
Telltale signs of a life ruiner.
Yes.
When the math don't add
Yes.
up, something.
Somehow, and these individuals in your house that you haven't seen before.
Yes.
How about? And they're the life ruiners friends. So you're like,
Yes. And they're also little life ruiners.
yes.
Yes. And they will ruin your life as well. And you're not even dating them. Yes.
Oh, life
But
ruiners.
I'm glad you mentioned that it's not all about money, because it's also not all about your car. It can be like emotionally.
Yeah.
How can they ruin you emotionally, y'all? Like, life.
Just the games in general. Just
Yeah.
The playing of the games. It's just too much.
Making you doubt your own intuition.
That's good.
Like,
It's not what you see. It's not what it seems. You know, it's different. And then you're like, no, it's not. But they're like, yes, it is.
I feel like if here's a sign if you're emotionally being ruined. If you are in a state of confusion all the time
that's
and you
good.
try to clarify some things with this individual and they talk in circles so that when you leave the conversation you feel better but you're still confused.
Yeah.
That's a telltale sign.
yeah, when
That's
you start
manipulation.
accepting that manipulative,
Yeah.
just a lie, but you like, but that lie, it makes sense. You
But
know,
it doesn't make sense.
but it don't make sense if you're being true to your intuition. All this social media relationship that you're obviously in, and calling people baby. Baby is just a term. Baby is just a word.
Girl.
That B-A-B-Y. It's just a word.
Girl.
You are stressing yourself out. So you're making things bigger than they seem that they are. You should be happy to be in the presence of someone who is just so incredible like I am. This is just, so you see, when people see somebody as successful and just so talented like me, they want to be in my circle, you know what I mean? So,
And I chose you.
I chose you. I mean, you call these skeeter bugs in the street, they call me baby, I call them baby. It's just the way, it's just the word, baby.
Right.
What you mean, man? No.
Girl, I had a person differentiate to me the difference between that's my girl and that's my girlfriend.
What?
Okay.
What was
Yeah.
the difference? I
Yeah, what's the
now.
difference?
I don't even know.
I need to become a
So
master
he
manipulator later.
So he would be like, he would be on the phone, right? We would be going somewhere, and he would be like, yeah, man, I'm just with my girl, yada, 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 yada. And then we would be hanging out with a couple of his homeboys, and they would be having some kind of discussion, and he would say something to the effect of, and that's why I don't need a girlfriend. So then I would bring it up, and I'd be like, but you telling me you don't need a girlfriend, and then you're calling me your girl when we out in the streets. So what? I'm confused. And he'll be like, I mean, there's a difference. A girl doesn't really mean we're dating. It just means, you know, that's what I'm focused on for the moment, or something like that.
Isn't that a...
Yes, exactly. Yes. Do you see your face right now? That was me all the time. Because then, if I'm like, okay, well, you're saying I'm not your girlfriend, so I'm gonna go act like I want to act, because right now I don't have no title.
You're very single, yeah.
Yes. But then when I act like I want to act, now you're mad. But I thought I wasn't your girlfriend. Do you see the
That's a
circle?
life situation.
Yes.
You know, I'm in a situation, so all my life details cannot be laid on the table.
Yeah.
For legal reasons.
Look at this fool. I can't.
I plead the fifth.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth. But yes,
Girl.
yes, that confusion, like, we've been together for 7 years, but we weren't together until we was together. How that work? We wasn't together though, but we was together for 7 years, but we wasn't together.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Where?
This and these faces. That's how
So
I
confused.
felt all the time.
So confused.
Yes. And those boundaries just they
Your
never
lines blur.
appear.
Now, do you feel like you have to take some responsibility of allowing your life to be ruined?
Yeah.
Because you see the signs,
Yeah.
but you let yourself get convinced.
I feel like it's the hope
Yeah.
and the wishing and the thinking. Like, okay, I mean, he's doing all this stuff, but, you know, I think it's going to change. think he's gonna, change it around.
But he also makes you feel like he's gonna change. Like he's feeding you that story, like,
and you accept it.
Okay, girl, we just talking, we just doing this, we just doing that. He leads you on.
But that's the bit of hope that you have,
right?
That something's gonna change.
You be watering that garden. Yeah. So.
No, he leave. When you get a little bit dry, you come back, sprinkle a little water.
Yes. When you get a little like, I've been mistreating her for the last 6 months. Here goes some flowers. You beautiful.
Yeah.
You super talented.
And then walk away.
And then he'll be gone for 3 days. He come back. I missed you a lot.
Yes.
I don't know what I would do without you. You've been gone for 72 hours, so you did something without me. You was living that life.
Right.
Yes.
But I was thinking about you the whole entire time.
Right.
Okay.
Sure you was.
Right. So that hope, okay, we're reaching for that hope. But something else I feel like keeps us in these life-ruining relationships. I want to see.
Well,
I'm
going to call it out. I know where this is going.
I'm going to call it out.
I'll be back here while y'all have
Maybe it's the intimacy, that keeps you locked down with that life earner.
I appreciate that SAT word you use.
Yes, that's her fancy way of saying you've been digmatized.
Pretty much.
That's all we're saying.
You like, man, I hate him. It's gonna be over.
And then he come over like
I said, he senses that you pissed.
He senses it.
He kind of waters. He waters.
He waters that garden.
Yes. Yes.
And then he like, she cool. She calmed down.
She good for another 72 hours.
Let me go do my thing.
But the thing with that is, they just have so much confidence in themselves. So when they do that, it's all about, she just acting up, so she just needs something. And then now that you're calm and relaxed for the next few hours, trying to figure out how your life got ruined this way. If you're going to go to work the next morning because...
Pretty much.
And he's like, yep, that's all she needed right there.
But then, like, once you get the sensation, you're like, that's when the confusion sets.
Yes.
What is this?
Yes.
What's happening here?
Wait.
What just happened?
He just did this. He just did something like 72 hours ago. He just popped out of nowhere. Wait. How? How, Sway? How?
Yes.
How, Sway?
Yes.
How you just gonna pop up, Sway? You gonna digmatize
he already
and then
knew.
you like, you don't
have the answers,
Sway.
You
don't got the answers.
He already knew though before he popped up and knocked on your door at 2:35 in the morning.
Yep. 2:35.
It'd be late too. Yeah, it'd be late.
Yes.
It'd be like
They know. Life ruiners, as trifling as they are not stupid.
they're very smart. Yeah.
If they just could put that energy
Yes.
towards like I feel like all life ruiners have this anti-societal, I don't have to follow society's rules to get this, that, and the other. But then you get locked up every 2 months because you don't want to follow society's rules.
Yes. And then they'll come for you if you have bailed them out 50 times. And then when you're finally done bailing them out, and you say, you go to jail again, I'm not bailing you out. And they go to jail. And they ask you for some bailout money, and you say no, and now you're upset.
Yeah.
But we talked about this.
I told you I wasn't gonna do it anymore.
Yes.
No, but you was just talking.
But you're supposed to hold me down. I got our future in mind. I gotta make this money. We're gonna be millionaires.
Millionaires? I was millionaires.
It's not how you know to be wealthy or comfortable.
No. What happened to 49 other times you guys got caught? What happened to our future then?
Yes.
Right.
Where all that money you was supposed to make? You should have been a millionaire by now. The way you was talking.
I should have been had a Porsche.
Yes. I should have been decorating the house right now. The way you talking.
I should have been having bags at Lennox.
Yes.
So what y'all saying is time's up.
Yes.
Okay. So
But when you say, the thing is, when you say time's up, they be so upset. Like you didn't just deal with their bull for 5 years.
And then they be challenging that time's up too.
Yes.
yeah.
Like, why would you give up now?
Yes.
Like,
And
don't
I
be
think-
a quitter. Don't
Right.
be a loser. Don't be a quitter. We're winners.
Right.
We don't quit.
Yeah,
down.
and I think that's also where that little bit of hope comes in, because at least in my case, it's like, well, it has been 5 years. What if like this next year is when it happens? Or what if what if I end up breaking up with him and that's when things blow up for him?
Then you sitting on the sideline.
Yes,
girl.
like I don't put in all this work, and now what is that song about? Bring me a song. I've been through this too. Like,
then you at home salty. He on TV talking about this my bag. Should be holding me down.
But what about the babe that came before? That laid the foundation.
We don't get no credit.
So we're looking into the future now with these life runners. What are some things that you guys feel like because they don't start off as life runners. It's like you was a normal person for about 6 months maybe of this situationship.
I feel they become life runners when they start like slightly messing up and they see how you react to it. And then you know each mistake is a little bit bigger, and so they're testing. Okay, I did this. What she gonna do now? And they see your reaction, like, okay, she gonna let me slide on this one. I mess up. She gonna let me slide on the next one. So
what were some of the positive things you experienced from your life runner situations that kind of is in your longest life runner relationship? What hooked you to get you to stick around? That created that glimmer of hope.
I feel like it was the confidence in the life runner, how they hold themselves. Because you know, life runners can come in all shapes and
Oh yes, now let's be clear, y'all.
Really good,
Life runners be sexy as
Most times.
yes. Well, yes. Wait. Okay.
It's a few outliers.
I'm just being inclusive.
It's a few outliers that you know they kind of finesse them with their personality. That's how they get you. But
a lot of times, life runners, they're very good at packaging themselves as the whole package. So they look good. For some reason, they got money to keep themselves up, so their hair always looking good.
They got it from the last movie.
Yeah,
It's a trap though. It's a trap.
yes, it's a very big trap. Sorry to interrupt whoever I was interrupting.
I know.
This is a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just talking.
I'm just saying, their personality can be charming, so that's like a positive.
Yeah.
Charming. They might have their own job, like, because that's a big thing with me. You gotta have your own job, but sometimes that can be misleading.
I have found a lot of life runners that I'm seeing from the outside looking in. When I'm like, girl, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
They be like, entrepreneur, independent business owner.
Yes.
So what do you
natural born
have?
businessman.
18 different hustles going on at one time.
When his man says he got 20 different hands and 20 different pots, he get money every day.
That's a little bit too many hands in the pot.
You're right.
Every day he got a new hustle. I'm like, what's the hustle? How you working?
And they don't want to tell you what the hustle is.
But he got 20 different hands and 20 different pots, so he getting money. Okay.
All right.
Is it legal money?
Taxable income.
Yes, right.
You can pay taxes on any kind of Actually, if you want to get technical about it, you can pay taxes on all of it, whatever you doing.
Street pharmacist.
Yeah, you can pay taxes on it. Now, IRS don't care.
They're like, as long as you give us that money.
Give me that 10%, we good.
Oh
What
God.
has kept me in a life ruining relationship? I think at the beginning it was like the quality time that was spent. Like at the beginning, you know, he might want to go to the park, or he might, and then they are very good with their words, so they will build you up, have you feeling great about yourself. And it's like, okay, you know, he's really nice, he's polite, he's a gentleman, he knows how to instill confidence in me or whatever. And then when you get hooked, is either when you might see their angry side, or like Z said, they'll do something like, hey, let me borrow $5 real quick, I'll pay you back. And then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. They don't pay you back, but you don't say nothing. Oh, because it was just $5, or you know.
Next time it's 50.
Yes, exactly.
Next time it's 500, because I'm making this. I'm not gonna say music. What they making this time? It's always music. It's always music. It's always videos. It's all everybody in Atlanta. Everybody a rapper.
It's music.
Yeah,
I'm an aspiring rapper. I'm gonna make it big.
Well, it don't necessarily have to be music. It could also be some kind of investment, business, or whatever.
I like to know what type of investment, so I don't get in trouble.
Yes.
Car rapping. I got this business we rapping. You seen the rapping car?
Oh, yes. So what? Well, me and Z said what we feel like has kept us in life-ruining situations. What do you guys think has kept y'all in life-ruining situations?
I don't know. I feel like the same thing. Like just being sold a dream, not really knowing for sure. Because I feel like sometimes women have this like intuition about what's going on or where something's going to lead, but you're being led to not follow that intuition. So I've been a victim of that. Like I knew something was not going in the right direction, but I still stayed in the situation. And I just didn't listen to what my inner voice was saying. What about you?
Yeah, all of that. All of the above. Like basically I allow myself to be tricked by youth. I allow myself to be tricked by hopeful wishing, like Zizi was saying. You imagine how this person might mature to be the person that they describe themselves to be, or to the goals that they say they're going to reach. And you can only be someone's cheerleader for so long. And it's very easy when you're super young. And as you get older, what happens is you're like, okay, so I'm not trying to be this person. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but at some point, if you're not, if all you're doing is gabbing about the dream and not putting in the real work to achieve the dream, we must not be trying to really work for this dream. So, and I think women and men reach that age of maturity at different times, it's like 10 years apart.
Right.
So 10 years later, I have to put in 10 more years to reach the spot where we like, no, something's got to change because what we're doing isn't working. So, that potential thing where you're looking at the potential of what this person can be, and that's not just reaching financial goals. That's just reaching emotional maturity goals. Can this person mature to a point where they know how to speak to me in a respectful way?
Yes.
Can this person mature in a fashion where they know how to be the heads of the household? Can this person mature in a fashion where they know how to be protective without being overbearing? Like these are all things that come with a sense of maturity, a sense of security, a sense of self-worth that I think a lot of times life ruiners may be overcompensating for. They feel like they're lacking, so they have to boast themselves up with all these dreams and aspirations but their fear of failing might keep them from actually pursuing them in a way that could be tangible, could be successful. Like you want to make $1 million, but you don't put in $1 million worth of work. You want to go, slang dope. I'm saying slang dope. That ain't my situation, but you want to go slang dope for $10 a pop.
Yes.
Make $50 a day, but you want to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't the way it's gonna happen.
Ooh.
You wanna get my $500 to invest in your homeboy something down at the place. You get $450 back after y'all do the event, the mission, whatever it was.
You lost money.
You lost money, but in your mind, because you got $450 in your hand this moment,
yes,
the $500 that I invested,
yes,
doesn't count. You got a $450 return because you didn't invest in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I lost out, but you didn't lose.
You didn't lose out. So I think it's a little bit of self-delusion, a little bit of self-grandeur, a little bit of enabling on our parts.
Yeah.
We stay enabling.
Well, he's so talented.
Girl.
Yeah.
Get your life.
Falling in love with that potential.
Yeah.
So my question is, once you got hooked in by the life owner, he done ruined your life, and you decided, oh, it's over. Like you finally put your foot down, and he's gone. How do you recover? How do you move on from that situation?
Ooh, I think a lot of it depends on how your life was ruined. A lot of times it can be multiple ways.
Usually
some stuff, yes. Some stuff is going to take, some discipline and just some willpower, especially if it's like financial. If he done ruined your credit and your bank account and your credit cards all maxed out or whatever, that's going to take some willpower, to make a budget, do whatever. Emotionally, I think one thing to recover from that is not to jump into something with somebody else.
Yes.
Because then you become the life ruiner.
Yeah.
So taking, caution to, if you got to go to therapy and kind of work out. There could be some guilt there from, dang, like, I know I'm a strong woman. How I let this man come and do me like he did me.
Yeah.
And there also might be some issues within yourself that may have allowed that behavior.
Yeah.
So you might have to resolve those issues first before you get into another relationship. You might find yourself in another life-ruining relationship. So,
you kind of, what you know. And a lot of times the way that we relate to relationships are deep-rooted, and they are learned behaviors, and they are learned, like, I know for sure the way that I equated love and recognize love is not, as a mature adult, the way that that's not my love language. The way that when I was youthful, the way that I interpreted what love was and accepted what love was is not, as an adult, what I recognize love to be, because I know my love language and I know what I need to feel happy and to feel whole and not to feel used and not to feel like I am just not worthy of being treated well. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to accept mistreatment as love, and to accept untruthfulness, inconsistency as love, because you love me. You said you love me, so because you love me, I can accept this mistreatment because there's love in this equation somewhere. So that's a learned behavior, and I know where it comes from now, but I didn't recognize where it came from when it was all going down. But one thing I feel is extremely important in growing from any relationship, whether your life was ruined or it's just a relationship where you're now no longer compatible.
Right.
You have to come from a place of self-love. So if you don't love yourself, if you're broken, the old idiom, if you hurt people, don't do that to people.
Right.
If you're hurt people, go get help people.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can help people.
Right.
So don't walk into a situation knowing you're broken, knowing that you're not whole, knowing that you're not able to adequately give somebody what you would want to give.
Right.
Use that golden rule. If you know that you want to be given attention, that you want to be loved unconditionally, if you know that you don't want somebody bringing their past relationships into your new relationships, don't do that to the other person.
Right.
Mercy.
Because you get what you give, and you give what you get.
And on that same note, it's like, if you are able to fully love yourself, that's showing somebody else how to love you.
Exactly.
Too. So
Yeah.
that's important also.
Can't nobody love you like you love you.
And you wouldn't put up with that stuff if you really know your self-worth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You would automatically stop that if you even sense it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh, child. So, it sounds like we're almost done, but I want to just throw a question out there. Can we name one person, celebrity or real life, that these life ruiner rules that we just gave do not apply, and you would gladly let this person ruin your life?
Me and Z already got to fight.
got somebody.
Me and Z already gonna have to fight over. We gonna have to shirt. It's gonna be on the weekend. I don't know.
You say Wednesday, Thursday.
So this is our life ruiner. If he did everything wrong in the book, and we're like, just come on home, baby.
Michael Bay.
Michael B. Jordan. Michael Bay Jordan.
Whoa.
She got you on the weekend. I got you on the weekday.
Don't do it.
We gonna have to trade Mondays.
It's okay.
Please don't do it.
It's like a custody battle. We got
I don't mind. It's okay.
What if he doesn't want to share? What if he wants to just...
You got decisions to make.
I don't mind being your sister wife. I really don't right now.
Wait, okay, this is different.
Okay.
I mean,
in the past, I would fight to the
we
degree
might have taken issue, but I love you enough. We can make this work.
We can write down the schedule right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Shoot.
Oh, I think similarly, we probably would say Chadwick.
Yes.
However, he's the only person that I consider being a sister wife for. So I'm just gonna throw that out there, even though he already
If you
has
don't
a
know
girlfriend.
who Chadwick is, we're talking about Chadwick Boseman, Mr. Black Panther himself.
Yes.
T'Challa.
I know he's tired of this, but you know we're gonna do it.
Yeah. Mad tired.
He
Mad
mad.
tired.
He mad
Giving us a
tired.
side eye right now. We should tag him.
He's like these girls. They doing it again.
Yes.
Are we serious? I don't know.
No.
Probably not serious.
This girl said, I don't
However.
know. And then probably not, which leaves that chance that if it
It's
comes
that
to
hope.
it,
It's that hope.
that hope
That's
that we hang
hope
on to.
that we hang on to.
No disrespect to his girlfriend either.
No.
This is just in a fantasy world.
She's like, she ain't worried no
Like
like
she
she
ain't
ain't
right.
worried that one.
Exactly. Child. So guys, share your life ruiner stories if you have them.
We
Join
know you
the
got one, don't
conversation.
you?
At least everyone
probably-
has at least one.
Yeah.
Even if he ruined your life for 2 days.
You're probably looking at him right now.
See?
Just don't say nothing to him right now. Just
Listen
play
to
it
this
cool.
in the other room.
If he's next to you, just slowly say you're going to the restroom, and just
Blink
finish.
3 times
Yes.
if you need help.
Oh, girl.
we here for you, sis.
Just put some eyeballs in the comments.
Yeah.
We got you.
and if he's
Send us a DM.
Yeah.
We got you.
if
girl.
he's looking at you, you looking at him, looking back at you. He knows he's a life ruiner.
Yeah, he's like, these descriptions sound familiar.
If it's real awkward in the
Yeah,
in the
he
room,
was like, when I was selling popcorn at the mall, you said this was cool. What you mean?
If there's like 5 minutes of awkward silence, you know
Yeah.
you're dealing with a life ruiner.
Yeah.
it's okay. Y'all got a conversation to have.
Yeah.
That's all about.
Just talk about it. He might be ready to grow.
He might be.
Growth.
Share your stories. Join the conversation. This is Melanin Wine now.
Woo.
Kill him with the shovels. Kill him with the shovels. Yeah, kill him with the shovels.
We gonna try that one more again.